Happy 1 year. We are here. Relly and Teach, ready to preach. This is the Caffeinated Podcast. I can't believe it's been a year, man. This is great. This is wonderful.
We should have done the intro like we did our very first episode, just to make it even like nostalgic and corny.
I don't think I could anymore. I just don't think it's in me anymore. But
This is Relly and
also,
my handsome co-host Teach, and this is Caffeinated.
very true, very true. Also, I'm not gonna lie. This show's actually helped me get a lot more comfortable on a camera. It's weird because I could do video no issues, but when somebody wants me to take pictures, I'm like, oh my god, it's weird. Like, I guess I'm just kind of figuring stuff out mentally. Where on a camera and the video is rolling, I'm fine. Camera, at least at the moment, I hate it.
Now let's just say, Relly and I pulled out all the strings for this episode. Relly finally got his actual mic working, which the entire time we've been doing this podcast for a year, he has not had his actual mic working. He's been off his webcam. I just went out and completely upgraded my audio system.
When I saw that pull out, I said, I gotta get my shit together. And sure enough, what happened? Oh my goodness gracious. I was figuring out last night, you're on Twitch last night streaming, and then I'm just trying to go with the basics, right? The freaking, let's see, is this the cord? Okay, it's a good thing I didn't yank that. Oh, here it is. The goddamn Fugazi part of the charger was wiggling like a son of a bitch. And yeah, it was wiggling like a son of a bitch. And literally, you blow air into it, the thing acts up. So sure enough, I had this old charger and it's working just fine. Knock on wood. Hope everyone hears me a little bit more clear now because, well, I'm not going to lie. Listening back to my old voice, it was a little hard at first. But you can actually hear my real voice, I guess, now. You freaking tell me.
And then we were fashionably late because we made sure you guys could hear any desktop audio from when we started playing clips over the past year from past episodes. So we were fashionably late for this big deal of an episode. 1 year, baby.
It was a tad fugazi on my end, especially, but we're here. But tell you what, man, before I get into it, which one you want me to crack open for this show before I get in my rant about this company?
Go into melon.
We got a watermelon warlord and a melon mania.
Do melon. Do it to pay tribute to Mr. Melon.
Mr. Melon, a alumni to the show. A salud, tingad. Let's see how this goes. I got a couple other cans of you on this show as well. I picked up a couple rock stars today. I got these Rains, which I'm about to rant on this company right now. I really am. But yeah. Okay.
I mean, in typical fashion, we still got some normal things that we talk about on a Monday night to talk about, but it is an anniversary episode, so we're going to go over the past year's content as well. It's going to be a little bit of a longer episode than normal.
Wow. Hey, remember how you were looking forward to Phase 51 to see if they get the actual melon?
Mm-hmm.
If anyone is a fan of Phase 51, I recommend you try this. It's pretty good.
I've had it. It's not bad.
3.5 stars out of 5.
Okay.
I mean, it's not one of those, hey, I'm loving it. It's okay good. Would I buy again? Would I look forward to that? Yeah. It's not one of those where I'm skipping it. Especially when you're at the fridge at convenience store. There's some where it's just like, it's okay. This is a settlement. This, it's been a while. Why not? You're coming to me. But anyways, people, before we get into some other talks and some other rants and stuff, we've been plotting this, and we might do more throughout some other times of the show for the next couple of weeks, depending on what the rants are. But, we got a couple of highlights for you.
A couple? I think we got a lot.
Well, we can only do so much but we have the important ones. So let me just get a little sorted right here. Just get a little bit sorted. So we're going to, again, pardon me because the audio isn't as good as it, well, it's better now, thankfully. But I'm going to put aside and go to here. I disagree with this one, but I tried this sample a couple of times and my opinion just hasn't changed. But last time I had gummy fish, it just tasted like Robitussin to me, man. I can't do it. Seriously, like that's the thing why I'm scared of cherry. Like the flavors that I kind of get scared of, grape doesn't agree with me because you get that cough syrup taste. And some people are like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, kid, when were you born? 2001. Okay, so quiet down for me. Because if you're a 90s kid, you remember having a cold, the school brought you home or whatever, and here's your mom. Come on, it's grape flavored. Don't give me that. It's horrible. Good times. Good times.
Now, mind you, that was episode 1. That's an entire year ago. That's when we were pre-recording these and then uploading them. We like
not only that, but you had some insane lighting back then too.
I just had the lighting full blown. I didn't have it set up properly. So like if you guys are ever on our YouTube page and you're like, where's all the videos? Because you can't go into the videos tab. You have to hit live because this is all a live show and it saves as a live show. So they're all under the live tab. So I was thinking that throughout the week, I'm like, where's all of our videos? We have more than 4.
In the live tab, everybody. Be cautioned to that because trust me, a lot of people said, what happened? Did you quit? No, we didn't quit. We've been here a year. Live tab, please.
So for preface, we have said this many times over the past year on the show. And we even kind of said it last week when you asked all the questions to you and I. But an entire year ago, Relly and I didn't know each other. We were just in a G Fuel Facebook group. We were 2 random strangers with an idea. And we both had an idea that we knew we wanted to do. And we gave it a shot. And we both knew we wanted to have a podcast about caffeinated beverages and caffeinated supplements and energy supplements. And here we are an entire year later, 52 episodes in, with an amazing community, the Caffeinated Podcast. Your co-host of Monday night.
Absolutely.
2 men with a dream and a terrible caffeine addiction.
Yours, yes. For me, it's getting borderline.
I speak for myself.
So, along with the other episodes, well, again, we've only got a handful because trying to go back into everything. Now, just remember, we got jobs, of course. Trying to go back to every episode. There are some things I knew what I liked, some bits and pieces. We couldn't do everything, but we tried. And we just brought it down to a couple of moments. I got a few right here. Teach probably has a good amount.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just go back to the next scene, same episode. And I thought this to me was crazy because I thought no one was actually going to actually try Sanic chili dog, but this guy put his money where his mouth is. And what, like it, hate it, get nauseous about it, give the man his respect. This is episode 1, titled, what I call it, Sanic.
Did not care to try it. I have tried Sanic chili dog. I drank an entire bottle of that. I shiz you not. It's not great. It's god awful. It's not as bad as you would think it to be. All right. Hold the phone. It's not as bad as you would think it to be. There's definitely a meat taste there. It's not great. I will say, if anybody's curious, the burps are worse than the flavor itself. The aftertaste burps are worse.
Oh my God.
It's true. It's still true. It's god awful. I just
remember being speechless. I'm just kind of like, wait, I had no words. It took me a second to get back to life, and I'm just kind of like, what the hell are you doing to yourself, man? Come on.
And again, to preface, that was when Relly and I didn't know each other. That's episode 1. And we were trying to build our chemistry and trying to even see if we could actually make this podcast float or fly.
Indeed. So, also, we've kind of learned a couple of things, and one of them is actually there's one thing that you've actually taught me very early on, and this was a rant you had. We got 2 in episode 2. This one is all you. You ready for this?
Oh yeah.
This is Teach's clarity. Biggest conversation in the G Fuel community, because you know how they say a picture says 1,000 words? How many words explain white tops?
Just spent $80 to go get another tub of it, and dear God, do I love the man that hooked me up with it. And even though it's a white top, I'm like, gross, white top. Like I was saying last week, it's not that hard to not white top your tubs, everyone.
Actually, you know what the easiest thing I do is I open it with a butter knife.
Butter knife works, dude. There's the age-old classic that even some other fans of the show will tell you. You give it the claw technique. You just stick your fingers around the claw shape and just move it around.
Yeah, the expiration date she has is October 2023.
Which is sad because almost every powder you get has a 2-year shelf life. So
that's not even 2 years of getting
no.
it. So they definitely reused it from last year.
Because I'm trying to think, almost everything I have, unless it's an older flavor,
just makes you think of another seasonal thing. It's like you didn't even.
So that kind of went on to a little bit there, but white topping clarity. My goodness, man. I think you're the first person to spot it.
Just give it the claw technique. Don't white top your tubs. Come on now.
I got this secondhand and feel the burn.
We secretly we all have a couple white tops in the collection. I still have 1 or 2. Because if you buy from somebody that white top, I see it in
your eyes right now. I see the disgust.
It's all right. Everybody has 1 or 2 in the collection from when you buy from somebody else.
Not only that, but it's a cherry limeade. Who knows when they're bringing this back? But there's a lot of people sucking wind. I was one of them. And when I found out that July passed, I said, "Oh shit."
And we had the big unvaulting yesterday, and it could have been cherry limeade.
Hold on. Before we forget, let's go into this right now. So it kind of goes like, your favorite baseball player after a rough day at the plate. Bullshit ass swings, bullshit ass approach, wasting my time. So I'm sorry. I'm not going to stay up to midnight breaking my balls over a flavor that you released last year around the same goddamn time and took it away, giving everybody false hope. What the hell is wrong with you people? Listen, if peach mango goes to shock, all is forgiven. Peach iced tea, I think it's screwed up having a creator's flavor go to another creator like that. But okay, sure, whatever. Dub melon mint, same thing. Creator another creator, whatever. But come on, man. There's so many flavors we haven't had in over a year, and you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, by the way, Nemesis. You could release that. I don't know. Last time they were actually relevant, trending in the news. Is this just gonna be a new routine? And then you say, oh, but that's what we wanted you to think, and it's not? Like you taking Sherry and Limeade away this July BOGO? Come on. Consistency is what's key. It's like we've ranted about this, like with bubblegum collector boxes coming out. It used to be rare to find. Now, we got 20,000 tubs, so we're going to make new collector's boxes. Fugazi for a collector like you. Enough bullshit. It's like, you see here? It's not that hard to find. Why'd you have to do a third one?
So I'm 50-50. I'm fine with Nemesis D coming back. I get it. It's Resident Evil. It's what they have with the franchise. They probably have a deal with them. I don't think we need to go as far as the whole big unvaulting thing and trying to create a false hope. If anybody was in the G Fuel Twitch live chat last night, I can't lie. I thought it was hilarious because the second they unveiled it, everybody in the chat was just entirely L's. Nothing but L's. L. And even Ethan behind the camera is just like, I'm seeing a lot of L's. Can we get some W's in the chat? And I'm like, no, dog. Like, people was actually hoping this was an unvaulting, not just a
I
return to
felt
Nemesis.
bad for him, man, because he's just kind of like, you know, it's one of those things where you have to smile for the camera no matter what, and he's just kind of like,
I mean, don't shoot the messenger. I agree. But, like, they don't have to go as far as say it's an unvaulting because, like, it really isn't. We just said Nemesis T not that all that long ago. Don't get me wrong. I love Nemesis T. I think they should keep it around. Like, it's a solid flavor. But people want it more.
Like, if you want to keep it around like Sonic Peach rings, no one's complaining. Who's complaining about Nemesis T? Overhyped? Okay, I understand that. But does anyone complain that it's a bullshit flavor or there's better out there? Not really. Not really. So, with that said, I don't know. We should probably move on from that, but Fugazi. That's my 2 cents on that. So, going to next scene, I actually forgot what the hell was in here. I think it was I don't know. This was a favorite I called it Italian lessons, I guess. I've been through a lot of episodes, so forgive me.
You had a lot run down. I liked how much homework you actually put in.
Well, I mean, hey, you said homework.
Yes, sir.
Listen, I did not take this week to fuck up the whole program. I came here to give to the people. That's what I came to do. Because I'm really demolished. I use my mouth to cash checks, but I know when and how to cash them. Took a long time to do that, but still. Nonetheless.
It's difference. Like, they're so damn similar.
So essentially, Teach. Come on.
Come on. Give me the gabagoo. What the gabagoo?
It's gabagool, and it's how Southern Italians pronounce gabagool on the Italian combo.
Yeah, put me in the spot.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people say it's gabagool, and I'm like, Southern Italians, mind you. I mean, I'm pretty sure mine's northern. Now, some people want to know if it's gravy or sauce. Now, for me, I personally don't care. You could say either one. There's some of them where they're going to be absolutely religious. Like, there's one guy just going to be like, you're raising my blood pressure over here. But do me a favor, go to a grocery store, anyone in America, and tell me the gravy aisle and tell me what you come up with.
It's gravy, man. It's like good brown sauce.
The good brown sauce indeed.
See, because I didn't know what, like, in the Italian sense, what you always meant by sauce or gravy or whatnot. Me, in the American sense, I'm just like, okay, gravy. It's like when you put it on a turkey Thanksgiving, and you're like, no. I found this out 6 months later, knowing really that it's two different things, meaning marinara is either gravy, which is meat sauce, marinara, or sauce.
Well, if you think about it, I could say the same thing being a freaking Yankee because I just found out what Michigan cherry tastes like today.
I don't think that flavor is supposed to be Michigan cherry. It's just black cherry.
Well, I mean that's what they call it. They tell the heritage. They say, "Hey, Traverse, Michigan, home of the black cherry, something something."
Is that what that actually says for that flavor?
Hold on. Let me do a rebate. I know where that can is. Hold on.
So we got many clips to go over just for everybody to relive the past year of content we've created together. We appreciate everybody who's here tonight watching the live feed. If you can't make it, it's all right. This will go up like every other week. And while we are live tonight, though, if you guys have a favorite moment, like if you have a timestamp of a favorite moment from a favorite episode, let us know. We'll pull it up. We'll go over it. We have plenty ourselves.
I almost came back with a Bud Light can. I thought I was on top of the recycle bin. I'm like, no, I didn't drink Bud Light this afternoon.
That's our other podcast. No Bud Light for this one. That's the other one.
Oh, no Bud Light. Gotta admit though, this is the sexiest monster can they've ever designed. About 300 miles north of Chicago, nestled on the eastern shore of Lake Michigan, is the cherry capital of the world,
Michigan's the
Traverse City,
cherry
Michigan.
capital. What?
That's just what it says in the can.
I guess Traverse City, Michigan is cherry capital foods. I've lived in Michigan my entire life pretty much, and I've never known this.
It happens. Long, warm summer days and cool nights cause the cherries to ripen right around the 4th of July. But gotta get them while you can, because all too soon they're gone. Luckily, we found a way to capture the perfectly ripe flavor and bring it to you all year long. Monster Energy Ultra Black, refreshingly light with no sugar and packed with our Monster Energy blend.
Huh. I've had it. I've never read the can description.
Oh, yeah, dude. This is a view of the people. Oh, you learned something new.
What? All right. What do you got next for clip?
Okay, this I had a question that was actually for the show, and it actually was a two-parter, and this was for the both of us. What's the best thing we tried on air, and what's the worst we've tried on air?
Well, my worst one I've tried on air is definitely all the BS mixes we had from the Plugs takeover.
Actually, well, mine was a two-parter for that. First off, if I had to go worst mix, the RGF and Mystery was fucking garbage.
Actually, I take that back. I know exactly what it was. The worst thing I've had in this podcast is when we review Glitch with an I.
Glitch I, the red berry. Oh my goodness! Literally, how'd they not get sued? Not just because of the name, for what the hell they do to your stomach. That was absolutely terrible. No taste, no energy, lying on the label. Just no. I wrote off completely. We will not have Glitch Eye on this show. Not until they do something.
I don't know about the best, but in the respect for the question, I would have to answer this when I very first tried Glitch with the Y, the cotton candy. Because I remember like lighting up and like being surprised, and I was like, "Oh, this is really good cotton candy."
Dude, I remember just sitting back in my seat, and I'm just kind of like, "Wow, that's freaking good." That hit the spot.
I did have a question that was sent to me a little bit ago, and I never technically answered it. But a fan of the show who is currently here, so I will technically answer it now. As they asked me on Facebook, someone asked me an interesting question. How many tubs of peach iced tea do you think Teach has? Now I'm curious. I said 10, and that includes empties. Well, I will let you know. There is one, and then we got a whole 3x3, so that is, or 3x1, 3x6, so 19 tubs right now, and that is 19? None of them are, and none are empty.
What? I didn't know it was that many. I thought over a dozen, but I didn't think close to 20.
I went over an entire year basically of sniping every tub I could, and I will say I even had to snipe some tubs out from some good friends.
Son of a bitch.
You would post that tub up, and I would put the money on the table, and I'd say take it.
Well, goddamn. So all of them are full.
Yep. Not all of them are full.
They got something in it.
Yes, not all are full.
There's not one that's empty.
Nope.
Do you rotate them? What the hell?
No, like a very, very small amount of them are expired, if not getting close to it. Because some of them are like the very early days.
Gotcha. Okay. So I only got a couple more questions here that we got. So this was our thoughts on Kraken. So we had this with another brand we thought about, but Kraken, what happened is I messaged Teach and I sent him the label, and we're both looking this over, and he goes, I think this is out of the realm of an energy drink. And to me, I understand what they're trying to do, But to me, I look at the ingredients. This is pre-workout. So unfortunately for Kraken, would I be down to try a sample of it? Yeah. But as far as content, everything else on the show, everything else we got to review, it's an incomplete.
If we really had to, I wouldn't have a problem with us reviewing it, but it's very mixed because they advertise it as an energy supplement, but when you look at the ingredients, there are a lot of pre-workout ingredients in it that you don't normally find your average energy supplement.
Let's see. So just to get off Ehoff's question, he was doing a live event during the vault, and I missed that, but caught the video up to the L. So this is what I've been getting from a starter kit as of late. This is the Advanced GG Focus Blueberry Acai. I'm really hoping that's caffeinated moonberry, and I understand that the caffeinated and the hydration formula are different. But if it's not a banger, I'd be very disappointed because that's on my list. I thought about buying a tub of this Focus Blueberry Acai, and after I saw that, I'm waiting on that tub in January. That's how much I'm hyped about it because I haven't had that energy drink acai nourishment since I was working retail warehousing and they had the acai Red Bulls. I've been dying for something like that, and I hope they make a can of it. That right there is money.
I think of a G Fuel highly when it comes to making flavors. If it's anywhere near Moon Knight, I think it's gonna be a banger. I'm kind of hyped for it. I'm not gonna lie. I actually got on the wait list, and to be honest with you guys, I haven't honestly bought G Fuel probably for, if not 6 months. My bigger thing that was
long?
actually, yeah.
I thought it was a lot less than that because have you just tried other samples of stuff or
Just been drinking stuff for the show, if not glitch.
I completely understand.
My bigger thing that I'm more surprised about with this one is that it's just a tub. There's no collector box
that we know of.
I mean, yeah, that we know, but like if there is no collector box, I'm kind of surprised.
Let's see. We got a couple questions here in the chat. Did I pick up any DBZ flavors? So, to Mr. Mellon, Jacob Walker, he asked if I could pick up a tub for him, and I just said, hey man, you care if I take a scoop to review? And he said absolutely. So I tried the Kamehameha, the Kamehameha, however you want to call it. So the strawberry leche, just not for me. Leche is just not for me. It's an army next to RGF. Moving on.
I didn't pick it up. I was kind of disappointed that you had one of the best collabs they could have ever done in lackluster flavors.
I mean, Phase X reskin, I'm for it. Phase 51, you can keep that vaulted. Sorry, forget about it. Then strawberry leche, I don't know. For me, it's a no. For some people, they like it, but it's half. It's half like it, half you can keep it.
But really, what's your most outrageous, outlandish, hottest, most controversial G Fuel takes? And I think that goes already, I think we already have the answer to that question for Relly.
And what would that be? I got a lot of them.
That's RGF. Everybody knows when it comes to Relly that he hates RGF. Anytime there's been an RGF post, I tag him in it. It is a straight drain cleaner. Or the other one for him is also mystery, how he calls that Lemon Pledge's third cousin.
I was thinking if there was something more outlandish than that. But I mean, let's see. RGF to the gulag, mystery to the gulag. No, unvolt it. Unvolt it. Shut it. Each mango should be unvolted. But yes, you can keep the questions coming. We're just gonna make this fun for as long as we can. We could go extended if we need to. Let's see. Going back to it.
What's my most outlandish, controversial one? I don't really think it's controversial, but I guess it's a little outlandish to some. And I'm sorry if you disagree. And if you do, it's A-okay. Raspberry iced tea really wasn't that bad.
My first time trying it, mediocre. Second time trying it, good.
It's nothing 10 out of 10. It's no peach iced tea, but it really wasn't that bad. What flavor did I want them to involve yesterday? Joey, you already answered it. It was peach mango. That's what I wanted to see yesterday.
Let's see. How come Sneak hasn't been on the show a lot? Well, if you go by cost and if you go by shipping, we didn't have any creator codes at the time, although I recently found one. He's actually a guy who he's an Irishman, native to, I believe he's in Northern Ireland, and he does a lot of reaction videos. He plays NHL on Twitch, and yes, he just has this good energy, personality. And who knows? There might be some more Sneak on the channel outside Blizzard. I'd be down for it, but
let me answer the question for you.
I had a sampler pack, and I just wasn't a fan of the aftertaste.
Let me answer the question for you. We had Sneak the one time. We had a pleasant review of it. We didn't think it was out of this world amazing, but we also didn't think it was terrible. The real answer to that question is because there's a lot of companies out there, and we've only been around for a year, so we haven't even gotten to everything. Relly and I, for easily the past 6 months, been saying how much we're going to try Rogue, how much we want to try Rogue. Rogue hasn't been on the show once, and Rogue is something we're looking to try here very shortly in the next few episodes. So there's always more companies for us to try, and that's what keeps this show going. We will have Sneak on here. We will have other companies we haven't tried, because like Rogue just released cans. We're excited to try a bunch of Rogue samples in the Rogue cans. So we'll try Sneak too.
Okay. Let's see. Have you ever thought about having a employee, a scientist, or another professional on the show? I was supposed to have a G Fuel rep come here that I actually met at the Long Island event, and he basically just ghosted us. So he bailed on us, and then he ghosted us. So what happened there? I don't know. I haven't reached out to him again. I think he might have switched to a different company. I know his sister works for another company. I don't know, but I'm just going to leave it as is.
Hold on. Pause the question right there. Mark where the next question is. Just to go into that is a perfect segment. Really pull up the podcast and go to episode 13.
Episode 13?
Because I feel like that's a perfect segment for two of my clips.
Oh, boy. Hold on. If it's the one I'm thinking of. Oh,
it is the one you're thinking of. And when you have 13 pulled up, go to 22 minutes.
Ooh. 13, huh? And 22 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This right here, I didn't think we were going to be able to get into this one because this is one episode I think we'd have to watch twice. But ladies and gentlemen, sorry, shock, I'm stealing that one. But this right here is our episode with, well, PogChamp himself, Mr. Twerking in Shorts, Johnny Price.
Our very first guest.
Care. So that's kind of how I started drinking G Fuel.
Wow. It's funny too because Teach was actually around since the OG tubs, man.
Oh my god!
I still have a tub OG sealed of lemon lime over here, the black tubs.
Oh my god! You have so much. Holy!
Oh, this doesn't even span it, Johnny.
Yeah,
there's more above.
I got this. Everyone when I stream, people were like, "Oh my god, you have so much G Fuel. You're this guy's definitely drinking G Fuel." And then I look at that and I'm just like, you don't know what a lot of G Fuel is.
Yeah, there's tons over there. This is all Teach iced tea. The collection, the collector boxes is almost done.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to
cut it there.
Have to hit you up for some cans.
All right. So what else we got?
And then after that, go to episode 30.
So we both did our homework, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And if I had to guess episode 30, okay, what time?
29 minutes. And this is in relation to that question. because we have had the opportunity to have some very special guests to still give us a chance and come on the show when they didn't have to.
Guest number 2 of tonight, everybody. The man, the owner, the big dog, and the guy who drank half of all the tequila in San Diego recently. Big Sin.
It is smaller than I realized.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, you said one of them was peach iced tea from Advance. Have you had G Fuel's OG peach iced tea?
Yeah.
Okay. And if you next question, if you say no to this, I won't be heartbroken, but I gotta ask: have you heard of the campaign for Teach iced tea? Have you heard of it?
I haven't heard of it. I have now though.
Damn.
Before this recent debacle, there's a long time campaign I had for a big dream to get peach iced tea reskinned as mine as Teach iced tea. If you were a fan of that, do you like Lipton tea at all?
Wait, did Moni do a?
Yes, she did.
Okay, I did. Oh, I have heard of it then. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I think I've heard that somewhere.
Yeah, she.
There.
We commissioned her to do
Which goes into our next part where. Sorry. Okay, so I actually did my. This is me going back into my homework. So I actually remember where. Let's see. I'm gonna go off of. Let's see. This is where Teach and I decided to flex our flavors of the show.
Oh.
Golden apple pear. The golden apple of magic. I present to you the Caffeinated Podcast official flavor. Teach iced tea and golden apple pear combined to create wisdom fuel.
Man, when I first saw this, I was like, this is so hot. And I even see like the logo inspired by and everything too. I was like, this is sick. The champagne, Teach iced tea, and golden apple pear, that is like legendary combo of flavor together.
I love this, man. Like I just wish that I mean, if this ever came to a reality, I think I would cry.
Oh, honestly. Same. Like get flavor fusion out of here, get this fusion in here.
Dude, I'll be flying myself out to Michigan, giving you a hug that drives me 6 seconds. Like, you have no idea.
I still stand by that.
I wasn't even expecting this one, honestly.
Well, let's just say it fell off the truck.
And this is still just a random mix.
This was one thing I told you I was...
A random redeemed
I told you I had
mix,
2 things going on.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
This was stage
We had changed the name from
1.
Champagne because the Bang
yes, this
Champagne's
was the first
repulsive.
thing. Now, second project I had, people. Well, I had a can idea for myself. And you know me, I said I was going to do a blueberry flavor.
So we got straight blueberry?
We got Relly Berry.
Hey, Relly Berry.
I mean, just if you look at I'm going to click this off for a second. It captured the chain, the onk so well.
So is that a straight blueberry flavor?
That is says.
Skip to yours.
I think yours. This should make me fall out of my seat.
Mine.
I still have these actual cans.
Shebang.
I got them.
Oh,
made.
To a T.
Baby, where can I stock up on this?
I know, man. And I'm not sure if Moni's how involved she is in these contests. I mean, I saw a cosplayer in Devo with next to a couple of cans, and yeah, we know it's Easter season, blah, 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 but cut and dry. When Easter's over, if you're saying that she's not up there of having a shot with this can in particular, oh, I got a bridge to sell you in Manhattan.
Still stand by that. Although I saw her stream a little bit recently, but after the things that happened in June around my birthday, I'm not sure where she stands on that. I think she's kind of going into a different direction. But let's see. I got a couple more. Did you have any more you wanted to bring up?
For clips?
Yeah, because I got a few, man. I got a very good one of you.
Okay, go for it.
All right. So there's a couple I have here. Let's see. Do we do mint or sauce?
Go for it.
Okay. We're going back. This is a quick
here is go back.
This is going to go back to episode 3 again.
Watermelon.
And
the early days. We're really getting into our early days.
Yes, early days. So again, I had a few. I had some nostalgia moments. We got mystery, and then we go into. We already talked about mystery enough. We're gonna skip that. We beat the horse enough for Joey. This right here is Teach on Dub Melon Mint.
Okay. All right. So number 4 for me, kind of getting back into what we were just talking about. Number 4 for me is Dub Melon Mint. I like a good watermelon. The original watermelon's good, but I'm not wanting to taste mint. I'm not a mint guy, and if I am, I want to chew gum. I don't want to be drinking it. It doesn't hit the mark.
So no mint in your tea, no mint in your cocktail?
Hell no, man. I want no mojito. Hell no.
Some people want to crucify me for it. Oh,
you know, I feel like the same thing with my end, and I just remember when you're just kind of like, dude, why'd you get Dub Mint for a sample? And I'm like, Teach, I've been wanting to try this for a good long time just to see what the fuss is about. And what did I get? I think I got the biggest. I think I'm the only one that's in between on Dub Melon Mint, where I say, hey, it is just okay. Not horrible, not awful, not spitting it out or draining it out my window. It's just okay. And I feel like I'm the only one with that take. Everyone is it's awesome or it's awful.
I've always thought it's awful, but I know a lot of people want to crucifix me for it because a lot of people are hoping it was Dub Melon Mint yesterday being brought back and night on vaulting.
Okay, so here's one we had to bring up. This is not so much. Ooh, don't want to click that. This is episode 7, and it's not often where we get piles and piles of snow in Connecticut anymore. But
I know exactly what he's bringing up.
Exactly.
This was a silly idea.
This was a silly idea that you just kind of thought, okay, what about this going on? Now, this is a little bit long, but when Teach came up with the idea and I said it, and if you didn't know, FaZe Mew actually had he actually grabbed snow in Texas and put actual snow cone powder in it to actually make a snow cone. But I present to you the G Fuel FaZe Berry Hydration Snow Cone.
Our Demon A with snow. Yes.
Yes. Give me that sour lemon head.
Hold on. Is there? Hold the phone, people. I'm gonna be right back. I am dying on this hill. It is snow. I will be right back. I'm getting a dog on my lap. And
are we getting a live example on the podcast?
Why, hell yes, my dear. Teach.
Oh my gosh, we are bringing you guys a live
this thing out, and we're getting some snow.
A live example to end it off on. This is incredible.
Ugh.
Let me actually pull up the live chat real quick.
And this was just a silly idea.
Podcast. I cannot believe it.
The fact that Bella's just kind of like in my lap and she pokes her head up and she goes, "What are you doing? What are you doing, human?"
It's
she runs outside with me.
For me now.
What does it more for me is like your ecstatic like face once you come back.
Teach is onto something. Hey man, we're trying to both Relly and I are trying to be onto something. Oh, gotta definitely turn the echo off.
It's the small things.
Got the power
man.
C in my fridge right now.
It always is the small things.
All right, we like to hear
the small things that
Sour
bring you
demon
joy.
made with snow, yes.
Landing a kickflip, joy. Snow cone and G Fuel, joy.
And I don't remember what you mixed with, but it may have been Demonade. But does that mean you had yellow snow? You ate yellow snow?
What is up?
No, it was Phaseberry Hydration.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised you found out.
I think
about
somebody
the
else. I think the joke beforehand was the lemon snow cone, like sour Demonade and snow. And I said no, but we're gonna try something else. So I picked the clean thing of snow. And when we post this in the group, everyone's like, dude, snow's bad for you. What the hell are you doing?
Really too long.
Let me speed this up just a tad.
Drag up about halfway. Oh, man.
I didn't even put the headset on. Can't understand a word you're saying.
He has filled that bad boy up.
I do got some water, and I do got some Phaseberry hydration. So, I mean, do I just load this thing up with some water? Go for it?
You could probably put a little bit of water in there, put some powder in there, and give her a good old shake.
This is some packing snow, man. Like, this isn't... Okay.
Yeah, live demonstration on the show.
This is the first time I've ever done this.
Probably will be the last.
Anything like this, unless outside me putting like
I don't know. It hasn't snowed real good like, since, but I'm open to try one again.
Bottle of Coca-Cola or something when I was a kid because I didn't know any better and I didn't know science.
It's already yellow though, really. It's already yellow.
Hey! Don't talk about the lemon snow cone.
Mr. Havoc, I appreciate, even if you can't catch us always
you
live,
damn
Mondays about 7 p.m. Eastern. Typically, I appreciate that you've watched every episode so
you
far.
You have lemon snow.
You're gonna be fine. You got this. Ending it off on a live demonstration of our topic. Last week we did an on-view flavor review. This week we're giving you on-view flavor demonstration.
So as you can tell, it's stuck to the.
Oh, that is some thick.
Yeah, like I said, it's packing snow. It's already slush.
That is thick.
I miss when that shaker worked.
He just goes for it.
Wow, nice.
Wow, nice. What a reaction. Nice. 10 out of 10, chat.
Well, I mean, just saying, if you could tell.
Oh, nice.
I think I gotta. I'm scared to open this.
I thought that thing was gonna explode in my hand. All of my lap.
This is your favorite part because you just start eating it.
I shouldn't even be doing that because I got a fake front tooth, but it's also funny because I got a legit snow cone maker in my garage somewhere.
Look at the enthusiasm he has right now. Look how ecstatic Relly is.
It's the small, finer things, man.
Chris, I know you're watching this, buddy. Straight up, do yourself a favor. See if your kids will enjoy this with a hydration.
That would be good. That's how.
Now, mind you, in case anyone wants to know, this is Phaseberry hydration. Let me tell you something, man. This is really good.
I'm happy as pig and shit. What can I say?
Oh yeah, you were ecstatic about that.
Yes. Let's see. And the next one after that, well, let's see. This is actually both in episode 8.
I like how you did a lot of early ones.
Well, I mean, I started from the front because I knew we were going to miss out on a lot. Because if we did like the last 30, like I was trying to go in order, but then, everything kind of hit me. Let's see. There we go. That's close enough.
It's like if I'm working, I need to have water.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure. Like, I recently picked up a tub of moon pie. This is G Fuel chocolate milk. Changed my mind.
Changed my mind.
That and chocolate milk.
What? B-Boy and chocolate milk?
No, moon pie?
Not moon pie and chocolate milk, but this is G Fuel's chocolate milk.
Oh, I know where you're getting at.
Gotcha. I was about to say, I'm like, whoa, chocolate milk and that. And I'm like, whoa, game changer.
I'm sure it'd be delicious.
Yeah, and people got some crazy things like I think Fried Doinks, he's in the G Film Vibes group. He actually said oat milk with cotton candy.
You know, that's a big thing that a lot of people point to, and I haven't tried it, but almost everybody I hear says try your G Fuel flavors with oat milk.
Huh. Interesting.
And I don't know why.
Chris says confetti cake and chocolate milk equals chocolate cake.
I could see that. I've heard a lot of people doing confetti cake with
chocolate cake.
I mean, I've heard a lot of people doing confetti cake with strawberry shortcake.
I know where you're going at.
Damn.
So good strawberry cake.
Strawberry cream on top.
So
ultimately, you'll.
I don't know where it is. I might have skipped over it, but I remember you at the time saying put Meat Boy in Shoki milk.
It was the one thing I could think of to make chocolate or like Meat Boy more manageable was put into some chocolate milk.
Any regrets on that claim?
Some. I've never tried it. I don't know.
Oh, you're using your mouth to cash checks you can't cash.
Yep. So we'll go
Bring
to one of
him
my
on the telly and call bullshit.
One of my favorite ones that I have down, which I recommend anybody, whether you're a fan of the show, you've been here the entire year, you're new to the show. If you need one episode to watch the entirety of this episode. It's a long one, but I guarantee you, I almost promise you, you'll laugh. Episode 33. This may be a big claim, but this may be the most fun, the most exciting episode we have done on the podcast.
So just to get off, before we get into there, just hold that one moment. There's one moment into this episode right here.
Oh, you also had it down?
It's a two-parter of episode 8.
Okay.
That it goes. There's one part of episode 8 and one part episode 9. Now, just remember this claim, Teach.
Bad.
Yeah, the mango is just okay.
That would be the one I look most forward to trying. And here you say it's just okay makes me like a little cautious.
Well, hold your beer because I got a big one for you.
Uh-oh.
The strawberry lemonade, to me, mediocre at best.
How do you mess up a strawberry lemonade? How
do you screw up a strawberry lemonade?
Seriously, like that is one of the easiest flavors to be done right and to get your flavor noticed and off the ground.
But we say, hold my beer. Exhibit B.
Oh, we're going into Relly's all-time favorite
episode 109. And this is Teach's, I say probably, well, actually, there's another bad part of this episode. This is one of the episodes where we have experienced the most pain to the point where his mod actually threatened to hit me on top of the head with a hammer. And that is not joking. She threatened to hit me over the head with a giant mallet. Guess what a mallet is? Giant wooden hammer. No cap. Part 2.
Relly, I just want to bonk you on the head for trying to poison our host.
Right there.
Dude, I technically just gave you the worst flavor you've ever had in your life. So where else can we go from here?
I mean, was it really you or was it Advanced GG?
Half and half.
So, like, I'll even admit, G Fuel has a cherry limeade you can't get anymore. It's vaulted. That is actually a good cherry limeade for cherry limeades. And like me personally, I'm not the biggest cherry limeade guy. I like cherry, I like lime. I don't know what it is. I'm not the biggest fan of them mixed together. But they have a way better one. If you can get your hands, if you know your plugs, if you know somebody, get you some better cherry limeade, please. Please do it for me. Do it for Relly.
All right. I think I'm almost ready to go here. So you tell me, what do you got?
Was this advanced?
Yep.
It's a lot better than the cherry limeade, but that bar's not low.
Well, that's why I'm saying it's like, you know how they say ceiling to floor? We've already reached the floor. But it's like, you know what I mean? It's like you got to climb up. But the problem is this isn't too far up the staircase to me. It's like for me, I don't taste lemonade. I taste like this weird. It's kind of like it tastes like a dollar store candy, really. Like that's the strawberry I kind of get, and not like the ones that your grandma has. Like she has like the ones where you twist it out of the foil. It sounds like candy you never heard of, and you get like a 1 gallon or like a 1 pound bag for like $1. Like it's like one of those. Like this to me is just not.
So
this tastes mediocre to me.
I'm glad you're on the same page. Relly, you know me. I'm a big fan of my lemonade flavors.
Yes, indeed. You're most qualified for this. That's why I thought that this would be home for you.
I know exactly where we're going.
We did Blizzard
last week. GG strawberry
Blizzard
lemonade.
actually wasn't bad.
A couple weeks ago, yeah. Blizzard, I personally, as far as lemonades go,
see, we've done Sneak. It was early on the show, but we've done Sneak.
Starbucks makes it too sweet. There's so many places at a gas station, even brisk, even if you don't mix it with tea. A lot of them just end up being too sweet or too tart. And Blizzards is like, I rate it so high because it was just smooth. It hit everything without it being too powerful. So I agree. As far as this, it's like the flavor is there, but is it a good flavor?
So, firstly, I want to point out, and I don't think this is going to be easy for camera to point out, I've had plenty of foamy flavors in my life, and I don't really think the camera picks it up well, even with this nice quality camera. But what is, and I know powder air quote, but what is this grittiness on my shaker? It is all over no matter how much I shake it.
You're right. There's this slimy.
It's a slimy grittiness.
Yeah, like again, I think they took out the ingredient for the eye health too, so that's no excuse.
And it's like I can even move the shaker in that direction, and it still just kind of sticks, and I can even shake it.
You got this. You can't really see on the camera, but there's this because I got a white one. There is definitely a residue that's left over on there.
You didn't clip the exact time. We're going all the way through it.
This was to explain the flavor and go through there.
So
pieces.
Where's the lemonade? I'm just GG. I need to know. I need to know for reference. Where's the lemonade?
That's another point I wanted to reach out to you. I don't taste lemonade. The lemonade looks like propaganda.
This says strawberry lemonade. Where's the lemonade? Please explain. Like, I get the strawberry. It's not that great of a strawberry. It's an all right strawberry. I'll give you credit. You did okay with it. It's nothing great, but like, I need to know. Did I get sent a misprint package? Where's the lemonade? Is it under the sauce?
Oh, what's the flavor? That flavor was Advanced GG strawberry lemonade.
Like, where's the lemonade? I'm not even getting like any lemonade notes. I'm not even getting any citrus. It's like this weird. It's a strawberry with like something in the background that's just trying to be a lemon, but it's not. And I can even call it like a yuzu because it's not even like yuzu fruit.
Strawberry and empty space.
Yep.
If I didn't know better, you just.
I mean, ever since then, from us trying out all those flavor samples from Advanced, I just
have an adult
have not been the biggest Advanced fan.
Like rim.
I had another couple of things
drink
just
with, like,
to
orange peel or something.
Use Limitless.
Did you just put strawberry in here and you're like, for you,
Limitless
sir, we're
code.
just gonna put it around the shaker top.
So I guess the way you.
So that's one of my favorite moments with you, and just because there's not many rants that you have, but that was probably the funniest one that actually sticks out. As far as Advanced GG now, again, there's certain flavors that are just off-putting. And it's just so different because it now is relatable to the Glitch V2 formula where you got to water it down a little bit more. It's got it's a little more gritty, not as smooth, not as sweet. It's quite interesting.
Speaking of, like,
there's one more in here, and then you said it was episode 22?
33.
33, okay. So the last one, this right here is, sorry to hold this up.
So
this is both in episode 9, the worst thing we've had on air.
I was given a code from Bixen when he was last on the show for a $40 gift card to Advanced. Looking at the tracker right now, and I understand they're moving warehouses and everything, but since the 17th, shipping label created, I've had no updates on the tub I've gotten from Advanced GG. From the 17th, still on the shipping label created.
Wow. They said give it 2 weeks, but you're in the Midwest. You're in Michigan.
Yeah, I'm like 2 states over from them.
Oh, boy. Big trouble. And now we present Glitch Eye.
That's just kind of like how it goes. I don't know why. But let's see how you like
these are foamy boys.
They are.
Like, that is a full-on head.
You still got yours?
It's actually out in the kitchen right now.
Energy beer.
Like, I don't mind me a nice head to a good drink, but like, that almost looks like the guy that doesn't know how to pour a beer, and you're just like, what's all this head?
Hey, what's this crown of the beer? Is it warm? This is not England. We don't serve warm beer here.
It's most interesting.
Like, even thinking of this is making my stomach churn.
No.
That's how you really feel.
0.
Oh!
This is worse. I would rather go back and drink cherry limeade by Advance right now. I'm not even kidding. This tastes absolutely disgusting.
I still stand by that.
Right?
It's bitter. It's not even like a good bitter. I just, no.
Awful, right?
I'll give it one more try. This is like, no. Who, Glitch with an I, how can you promote this? How are you even promoting this? Like,
I didn't even root that bad. My God.
I still feel sick to my stomach just trying to think of what this flavor tasted like.
No. Even second try, no.
This is the reason why that Holly and Turducky want to put my balls in a frying pan. Because of that. That formula. The shite. The pain.
Glitch with an eye is trash. I'll forever stand by that until they release a new formula. So they need to come out with the V2.
You said 32?
33.
33.
Episode 33. You're going to get a lot of memories of this.
Oh, is it what timestamp? Because I have one in here.
32.
I actually got 2 of them in here. So I'm gonna go with the first one. This was that Joey for being a jerk
bad,
off.
but you didn't have mystery, blood, sweat, and tears.
I think I'll piss off Joey.
We can't see it for reference.
I can do whatever I want on this show, and guess what? My answer is to his bad comments. Rent fucking free.
Still stand by it. And in there we got
32.
32. Okay.
Yeah. I
Mine
honestly
was 33. But
we may play into each other then.
Most likely.
I mean, there's plenty of orange G Fuels. There's also plenty of reds, plenty of yellows. I could make an orange.
It's a 50-50.
There's a lot of colors.
Right.
But not too many pinks.
Okay, there's Fruit Punch is one of them, but I forget. I don't know what the.
You'll remember what I'm talking about here. This one was good.
This one's gonna be tough. I'm not gonna lie.
It was tough because I think your answer is technically falling into mine.
Oh, that is tough.
This is the one. We're both on the same page for this one.
It's Fruit Punch. It's something else.
This is tough. I honestly say this may be the toughest one yet.
I can't believe I guessed a lot.
I don't know. Over curveball. I'll say that.
I'm still blown away by it.
Was tough,
I usually suck at these.
This is basically even with it.
It's like Fruit Punch right off the bat, and then like when you let it settle, it's like something sweet on the back.
I believe in you guys. Come on.
It's a 50-50.
What the hell is this disgustingness at the end?
I guess my next question is: have the plugs actually had these flavors before? Are they just throwing out random mixes?
I do not know if he has had this before.
Oh, perfect.
That's what. You can pause it there real quick. That was That's one of my favorite moments from this episode. Is Relly just going perfect. I couldn't find the clip, but like that was it.
Okay, but keep going. You'll see.
Yep.
Listen,
This one shouldn't be bad though.
Try some things for a person I won't name is because he or she was being a dick, and we said, "Screw it, we're gonna launch it."
This one shouldn't be bad though.
No, it's not bad. It's like fruit punch candy.
Once you guys learn,
the aftertaste was a little bad compared to what it was supposed to be.
You're gonna be like, "Oh, that was a curveball."
Fruit punch ocean potion.
That is incorrect.
Shout out to Diego for this one.
Brain drive.
Incorrect.
Thank you, Sarah. Sarah Gibson, that is.
Man, this is tough.
I honestly think this was my favorite episode we've ever done too.
One of them.
What would the 2 fruit punches be?
Oh shit! Or juicy fruit and fruit punch.
Ding 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 ding.
No shot. What the fuck?
It is juicy fruit and fruit punch.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
The random mix we were given to try is 2 fruit punches, and we keep saying it tastes like fruit punch. It's fruit punch and fruit punch.
You know, it's like I taste fruit punch. Yeah, and whatever else. It's just punch.
It's just fruit punch.
It's just punch.
All right, I will let you boys entertain for a second. I'm gonna go refill.
Oh, I remember that. Like, we had a lot of fun on that episode when we had Jacob take over, and we got a ton of samples of random mixes to try, and guess what they were? Like one of my most memorable episodes, one of my favorites. It was a blast. We had a lot of fun. If you ever want a good episode, if you need a laugh, go watch that episode. I guarantee you're gonna get a laugh from it because there's a lot of good content from it.
Yes, that was our longest episode, but also one of the funnest.
Speaking of, this goes into one of mine. I'm not gonna do the clip of it, but I wanted to do a shout out of it. You say it was one of the longest, but one of our second longest is still yet again. Shout out to Relly for when I left the podcast for a Monday because I was doing a 24-hour breast cancer awareness charity stream, and this mad lad soloed the show, and it was like a 2.5-hour long episode, and I haven't even watched that episode for reference.
Seriously?
I have not, no. And you brought on Jacob and Last Saiyan, and it was over like the bankruptcy and so much more.
Well, simply because, and not only that, but we actually got to, I remember there is one clip in there, one clip that stands out in particularly. And just remember, you have big shoes to fill, my good man. So in doing so, let's see, I'm not sure if I got the clip or not, but let's see. Oh, yep. I think this is it.
So try a 1%. Try the ring and the shaker ball.
Or if you do my water method, I use whole milk with my G Fuel.
Whole milk.
So whole milk.
Whole milk.
Yep. So just the tiniest bit of water, and then mix the full scoop into that, and then put the milk in.
Yeah, this right here is an abomination. I'm sorry.
Bang champagne.
Yep.
I was wondering.
And there it goes. Out the window.
You know what?
That's raining. No one will know the difference.
Well, okay, first off, let me move that mic. Second off, you see this? You see this?
Yep.
So make sure you're not pouring it on someone's head.
Oh.
And there it goes.
Dump that son of a bitch.
Couldn't even dump off
to the driveway.
You just
that's
threw it.
That's not even a
threw
dump.
it.
That's a toss. Saying, "Fuck out of my face. You suck. Get out of here. Fuck you. You taste like shit." But again, going back to the bankruptcy topic at the time. Listen, it doesn't matter if you want to keep this going for years and just say, you know what? Fine. I lose. I suck. Doesn't matter if I'm around for 10 years, 20 years, 100 years. Well, same concept. What happens when you keep releasing flavors and some of them start to suck eventually? You lose money when you keep selling your cans at Dollar Trees. And when they have pallets of them and nobody wants them, everybody loses because the Bang root beer, rancid, the Bang champagne, abomination. You know, things like that. Just no. No.
Or as Relly loves to say many times on the show, you've lost the plot.
That was actually me and a friend of mine. He actually does live in England. I forgot where, but we were going over British insults. Like, for example, stow it. That is the classiest way to tell somebody shut up. That's shut up in British English. And it just has a ring off the tongue. You tell somebody shut up, it's offensive. You say stow it. It doesn't have that derogatory ring to it, which is nice. But me and him were going over these insults, and lost the plot means you've gone crazy.
I didn't get a clip of it, but an honorable mention to an episode is right after 33. There was 34, where we had Mr. Blinga on the show. And this mad lad tried a bunch of disgusting samples, and I swear to this day we have messed up his flavor palette because of that episode.
Still to this day. Let's see if I could actually find which one.
If you're on that episode, just go like to the end when he did all of them in one. And he's like, this isn't that bad.
Good.
Absolutely. You remember whenever they had that like creator shaker?
Let's see if I can find the worst one of the night.
Yeah, the decimal.
Oh, that user's blocked. I have no idea how that got there, but I mean, there was 10 viewers after the blocked that. Now there's 9.
Yeah, oh well. What do you think it is?
We told
You already said, yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear you guys tell.
Employee, we scheduled to actually come out. Weird or awful?
Is that the one? I'm trying to find the last one. The one he hated.
Okay. It is not. Nope.
Wait, that's the vibe you got?
His facial expressions say it all this entire episode.
Kind of
Fun fact: we didn't actually give you that flavor at all tonight.
I know. I
wish
see
we
that.
Did.
I'm surprised. I was definitely expecting it for sure.
We thought about it.
But we kind of just said to it, it's like, it's funny because the one that was in charge of the G Fuel event yesterday, she thought that everybody was going to go crazy over Blood, Sweat, and Tears, but she thinks it's a bunch of people that had a bad experience with Fireball, so they said, no, I'm not going to like it, and I'm not going to bother.
I do hate Fireball, so I guess that's kind of fair.
They're like, no, cinnamon's a flavor. Fireball's not a flavor.
Just his face says
And
pain.
I'm like, I get it, but I don't
His
drink.
face says pain.
I'm not like a man at all, actually. But when I try it, it's just okay. And there's
For the reference, he asked for all this.
I don't even know.
There's a couple you said you liked.
If I had to say his favorite one, I think it's probably the Triple Sour Demonade.
Yeah, it probably was.
Is that the last one?
I was going to say, is it that peach cobbler?
Yes.
Yep, it's sour peach cobbler.
Sour peach cobbler, huh?
Yep.
All right, we're gonna be going forever trying to do this, but the fact that I'd say the nastiest combination that we would probably have was moon pie and guava.
He asked for the smoke. We gave him the smoke.
This guy was running his mouth for weeks, and Jacob eventually got a couple guys in a separate group chat and says, "Okay, let's get down to business. What do we do?" And I actually stand out in front and I said, "Don't give him the fire." And he goes, "What do you mean?" And I said, "Chili dogs is off the table." And he goes, "What?" And I said, "Listen, he wouldn't do it to me. I said I wouldn't do it to Teach. He said he wouldn't do it to me. Let's be fair. Let's make this more interesting." But the fact that of all the combinations he had, the worst one he said was Raging Gummy Fish and Cayenne Pepper.
Doesn't sound great.
But I'm sorry. That sounds a little better than moon pie guava.
Or sour peach cobbler.
Yes. Actually,
My
no,
thing was
but
going to be that you normally put it in milk and we gave it to you in water.
The gummy fish. And I thought the hate was maybe biased or exaggerated, but no,
We can't see it.
that's awful. And I'll never drink it again. So I'm with Relly on this one.
What was the best one tonight?
The best one. I can't even remember.
The best of the smoke.
I don't even know.
the fact that he's actually on board and he goes, dude, I thought you were joking about RGF for all this time, which I said it in episode 1. That's why I had to bring it up. Episode 1, I said RGF is it's ass. And everyone said, it's not that bad. But the fact that he just goes, oh no, I'm sorry.
I mean, I still give him credit for coming onto the show that episode and
Dude,
trying it and
he earned
having
his
the balls
flowers,
to do
man.
it. But I still believe to this day we messed up his taste buds because of that episode.
Yes. Oh, so here's another one. I missed this in episode 19. Let's see. This is something that you made me try again. And Saiyan still laughs about it to this day. Let it load.
G Fuel can, they're a lot low, man. They're really low.
Mean?
If you look at the B vitamin percentage amount, it's low.
Is it low? 25%? 25%?
The pain.
Well, I mean, it's like if I just got this. This is gonna be a review for another time. This is the Starburst. I gotta get myself a pink drip can. But the nice thing in here is 30 milligrams, 190%, and the B12 is 250%.
But how many milligrams?
It's actually 6 micrograms for the B12. But literally, it's like the C4 has 10 times the amount.
Interesting.
And the nice thing is a hell of a lot less. This is 25. This is 190. I wondered about that.
So I've had only Ghost cans. I don't think their powders are all that great. I've had so far the Sour Blue Res, Sour Patch Kids. That one was actually decent. The Watermelon Warheads was actually decent. Why are we drinking Raging Fish with the worst cans? We aren't disagreeing. We're doing this for you guys. We're doing as a comparison to the Ghost cans.
Listen, we did the powder.
Right, skipping ahead.
6 out of 10. Like I don't know if I drink Ghost again. Like this can. I think the other 2 flavors have are way better.
Concern.
So this episode we were trying out Ghost.
It's not bad.
G Fuel.
Okay.
Well, it's the
That
Ghost
might
Raging
be
Gummy
right.
Fish versus G Fuel, and I got Relly to try it again.
The pain.
The fact that we got Relly to try this.
And confirmation, we both agreed that
It's funny.
both aren't
because I
great,
tried it.
but Ghost
And
is
now it's in
better.
your fridge for
Review,
what,
and
6
then that
months?
guy's,
Yeah.
People said dumbass comments.
After
And then
I
tried
already
it
told
again
you
for
it's
an
ass.
actual
I'm surprised it
flavor
was in
review,
there.
And I'm just casually sipping it, and
I
I'm
had
like,
it for the collection, man.
hi, how are you?
Yeah.
That sucks.
It was the
Yeah,
only Raging
not
Gummy Fish I
feeling-
ever bought.
Yeah, I'm not gonna finish
For
this
good
later.
reason.
So mind you, I've had powder. I've not had this can. I've had this sitting around for a while. I think the
I've had
powder is
both.
okay. Powder is just barely okay. So I'm actually very interested to try this because I'm also a very big can guy for G Fuel.
Let's see. Do a smell test first.
There isn't honestly much smell.
I'm ready to get hurt again.
No doubt about it. I'm ready to get hurt again.
Wow, I actually said that.
It's a very weird comparison. Because I get the cherry smell, the lingonberry smell in this.
This is the equivalent
But I
of
don't get
driving
this.
to your ex-girlfriend's boyfriend's house. To me,
Your ex-girlfriend's boyfriend's house.
What?
it's like a bad romantic comedy.
Okay. It's not gonna be that bad. You love Raging Gummy Fish.
All right, on
You son
3.
of a
Okay,
bitch.
1,
Salud.
2, 3.
Salud.
Tastes like divorce. Although I will say, This is actually room temperature. I had it cold and it had a different taste to it. But yes, this tastes like divorce.
I've had this sitting in my fridge for 3 months. I can't believe what I'm about to say.
I really wanted G
Relly
Fuel to
was
be
right
better.
this entire time. This can is not great.
Thank you.
would personally rather drink Ghost Swedish Fish than G Fuel Raging Gummy Fish can.
Okay, so how many is this a bottom can for you like it was Boog Nest?
Yeah.
Bottom can.
No hesitation. No hesitation.
I have had the cherry slush cans by Alani. I haven't had the shave ice, but I've had the cherry slush, and I think the cherry is really good to it. But I think the slushy part's a little lackluster. Still think the best cherry out there, the slush out there, is strawberry slushy.
Yeah, best slushy. Yeah. Oh, one thing to add as far as best thing that we've had on the show, can wise, didn't we try strawberry slushy on the show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we tried that on the show. I forget what episode, but I actually might be able to find it, but I just have to look at the tabs. Because I remember, I think it was in the title. I could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure it was in the title.
Was it before or after Johnny Price? I don't know.
I think it was after Johnny.
That was when, let's see. Nope.
Not 100% sure, but we did try it live as well.
I remember that. We got a Chris Stone and family on there. That was almost 2 hours. Had my guy Sean on there, asking us questions, seeing what the hell we're doing.
It's a good episode with Sean because, like, the episode with Sean was very good for, like, anybody that doesn't know about the show and they want to know more about it. Because he asked us, like, the age-old question of, like, how did you guys come up with this idea? Why are you guys doing all of this?
Like, the one thing that I've always liked with Shawnee is even though he's got a shy side to him, it's just, you know how when somebody asks you when you're still processing, they're like, any questions? And most people say no. And that's because they think it's a rhetorical question and you're not supposed to ask anything because they're going to be like, well, what the hell? It's simple. Like they're afraid that they're going to have a snarky remark to them. Shawnee's just one of those guys where I feel like it's like, dude, if you have any question, please ask us honestly. And he picked their brains a little bit and he was fascinated by it. I talked to him. His birthday was around a month and a half ago. He actually gave him a gift of the Portal Fluid CB.
Okay.
Before they got restocked. And, we just had a cigar together, hung out with his friends, all that. It was a good time. And we talked about moments like that. And we actually had a toast to some ghost cans.
And a toast to 1 year of the Caffeinated podcast. Now remember, the show would not be here today if we didn't have a community, if we didn't have people that was watching every week, commentating, asking us questions, more and more comments, and more content to come out. And there's always more for us to do. And it's been unbelievable. It's been unbelievable to say we've been doing this consistently for 52 episodes, 4 episodes a month, every Monday night at 7 p.m. EST, unless other reasons. We've had amazing guests on here, people who gave us a chance when we were beyond small. We had Johnny Price on here when we barely had anything. I think we were at maybe 40 subscribers then.
It was less than 50, I think.
And Johnny still gave us a chance. We later got Big Sin on here. I own Big Sin's fridge that he had when he was with G Fuel because of that. We got Big Sin on here again. We've had other guest appearances from Mr. Mellon, Bling, Last Saying, a lot of amazing people that come on the show. And none of that kind of content is going anywhere. If you guys really look at it, every episode from the beginning to now, it's gotten better in quality. It's gotten better in production. It's gotten better in content. It's just constantly been growing nonstop. And that's why we always tell you guys, follow us on Twitter, follow us on TikTok. we're pushing out more and more content. Like, and I'll admit it firsthand. Relly and I was lazy about getting the podcast to Spotify and getting onto TikTok and more, and we got to even amp that up. We have to amp that up, and here we are amping it up, and we have more to come out. And that's why we tell you, follow the socials.
You know, it's actually funny you say this, Teach, is because, well, here's a question for you. How much you know about Rob Dyrdek?
A lot.
So he actually
I know he has
had
that little episode that you're.
So I actually was watching that today because that's when it released sometime today, whatever. So what happened was they were talking about how Rob and Big actually happened. And if you didn't know much about skateboarding, there was a scene where now DC Shoes did a lot of stuff. They spent a lot of money back then because back then they were doing phenomenal before Nike was a huge competition, all that. So what they actually did was they actually did a skit where Rob actually they called a security guard company and they had Big Black out to do these skits and go to these places and they paid him standard rate. And it just kind of went from there and he explained about trips they made in Vegas. Like at that point, it kind of goes like this. He said back then, before the smartphone age, if you're just a regular guy like him and you got all those big ass dudes that act as security guards and you're all in suits, he said he went to the MGM casino, went to a fight in the arena, went like fourth seat from the cage, and everybody just let him walked in because they all assumed he was some sort of big shot but didn't know who. They didn't even ask questions. He just sat down and watched the whole thing. Like he had no idea that's how it was. It was the crazy thing because during that partnership where they had Robin Big and everything, during like around like the second or third season, there was a time when the cameras took off, they didn't talk. Because it was one of those things where Rob's like, I'm this guy, and Big Black is like, I'm not a sidekick, dude. So I kind of get all that. And it kind of made me think where it's just kind of like, you know, who's the star, who's the best friend, everything else. And I keep thinking about how all this goes. And I could never ask for somebody to be more half and half and a better co-host, honest to God. I really can't because I feel like the whole time, and there's been so many times where our energy just kind of matches together. Like how many times have we got the same, of all the shakers we could possibly bring on the show, how many times have we put in something in the same shaker?
This is true.
We pulled up a clip tonight of the same episode, and the clip was seconds apart. Like the chemistry we have, I couldn't ask for anything better.
It's true. There's a lot of times where Relly and I don't even message each other like, hey, we're using this shaker tonight for this review. No, Relly and I just naturally had that shaker, and we were both just like, oh, we got on the same page. Like, again, we have brought it up multiple times over this past year. Relly and I did not know each other when we started this. And it became two nobodies that just created chemistry together and created the podcast. And like, it's even the small things like Relly brought up. We'd bring the same shakers on. We'd have the same opinion. We'd have the same episodes of clips that we're bringing up of favorite moments.
A couple weeks ago, I was doing some side work for this old woman. And so I cracked a Rise can and I put it in the kitchen while I was moving a couple things of furniture. I checked my phone and Teach goes, I'm cracking this open right now. And I go, hold up. No way. I walk downstairs. I go into the kitchen. She said, everything okay? I said, just one moment. And I go, Teach, are you kidding me? And he goes, really?
And we both cracked the same can at the same time.
I bought this thing 20 minutes ago. You freaking tell me.
From two people that were strangers that didn't know each other with just an idea, Relly and I have grown to be more than just co-hosts. We've grown to be great friends with compassion for each other as co-hosts, as human beings. We've cared about each other. When one person's sick, the other one's checking on each other. One person's going through a rough patch in life, the other one's been like, hey, you all right, man? You could be able to make the show this week? Do we need to put it off for the next day? Like, we're more than just co-hosts. We're now friends, and even more than that. Like we've become the best of friends who generally are like, I want to see the best happen for you. If one of us has something great happen in our lives, like Relly gets a new job, I'm like, dude, happy for you. Any little thing, like when I signed with Glitch, Relly was happy for me. It's the little things that have grown our chemistry together to make it what it is today.
And nothing has changed. And just remember, if anyone wants to start something, like if you just have this idea in your head, right?
Do it.
Just remember this. Do I support you in doing it? Within good taste, of course I am going to do that. But there's a couple things that I've learned doing this stuff. And it doesn't matter if you want to do a YouTube channel, a TikTok, a podcast. It could be anything that involves a personality. And I've listened to radio hosts, and one of them actually used to be on a radio station where my girlfriend at the time, I used to drop her off, and he did the overnights and the holidays. So this guy would come on at like 11 o'clock at night, and he would do the overnight until 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. His name was John Dostremski. His show is JJ After Dark. This Staten Island, New Yorker, obnoxious, loud, and hysterical. And when he left to change opportunity, he just goes, for anybody that's going to be in this business, I just want to let you know something. You can't be somebody you're not. And this was before all this came around, and that has rung with me. And listen, do I do impersonations? Do I try to be funny? Yeah. But at the end of the day, I'm just some Yankee talking in front of now a microphone that's freaking working here. And just doing my thing.
Year later.
An entire year later, breaking my balls for a year. You're porking me, technology. You're porking me.
I mean, go back to episode 1 to now. Look at our lighting. Look at our audio quality. Look at every little bit. It has just gotten better.
I sound better. You're not staring at the sun, but we're both handsome, so it's okay.
I even had somebody go message me just now, and like a funny thing to bring up is like, go back to episode 1 till now. Look at all my changes in hair. I went from
I was actually a little intimidated
to long blonde.
You had the Elvis going on with 3 colors, and now you got the comb over. I couldn't rock that. I tried. It don't work like that.
It's the evolution of hair. We've had so much happen throughout this past year.
Absolutely.
And Relly, what did I tell you from the start before we even started this podcast?
It was going to take time. There are going to be a lot of struggles.
We're going to be at the very bottom, and we got to stick with it through time. We're not going to grow and be massive over a year. Nothing like that ever happens. And if I can give anybody a piece of advice, if you do any kind of content creation, it's don't give up, stick with it. You're not going to explode overnight. It's going to be a long stretch. You have to remember how saturated this market is. But for us, we're the only energy supplement podcast out there, and this is a booming industry. Energy drinks have taken off. Energy supplement powders have taken off. And that's what you got us for. Your 2 co-hosts of Monday night at 7 p.m.
Eastern Standard Time. Now, just remember, everybody, if there's any questions, concerns, like I said, have your friends subscribe. Have them ask questions. Leave comments. If there's somebody you want to try to have on, if there's, certain creators, certain flavors, anything. We always get back to everybody. Like, I feel like that's one thing that kind of gets stressed enough, but people just have the courtesy not to ask. And I've actually had some where I've actually, reached out to people and they thought it was too big for something. Like, I'm on an app that most people hasn't even heard of, and I have 7,000 plus subscribers, and they think that I'm too busy to talk to them. I'm not. You know what I mean? It's just how it goes. Small steps, you grow, you learn. And who knows, man? There might be a time where the bizarre stuff happens. Like, somebody actually asked me, I won't say their name because I think they're embarrassed. They said, when are you coming on to do a Teach concert and go sing? And I'm like, hold on, what? You want me to sing on Teach's stream? Are you freaking kidding me? I don't know about that. Do you want me to get the Broadway hat on and sing Sinatra or some shit? Like, like the ideas that you get from here from the people you meet are just overall just crazy. But I love it, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
It's been a fun year doing the podcast. It's been wonderful. It's something I'm glad Relly and I both did. We took a shot in the dark. I don't regret it any one bit. I don't regret the amount of time we've put into this, the amount of effort, the amount of giveaways, everything, every little bit. It's been a blast. And we're 1 year down. We're not going anywhere. That's why we tell you guys, follow the socials, stick around, comment, post, all the good jazz. Talk to us. Let's talk to you.
There's no regrets here. Well,
no regrets.
Outside Glitch Eye.
Oh, yeah.
Not too many. No, I can't let too few to mention. How about that? As Frank Sinatra would say, listen, Bri, I can't do a Teach concert right now, but regrets. I've had a few.
Hop off the mic there, Sinatra.
But then again, too few to mention. That's already getting out of me. It's a breath of fresh air. But I think that kind of wraps everything up for this one. You've had an hour and a half of us. We're going to be going through some more clips. Maybe we'll show some throughout the rest of the year. It's the last November show. December, we actually got a couple things going on. We're still thinking about Christmas giveaways because
we got to start doing yearly recap. We got to go over all the worst G Fuel flavors, the best ones that come out over the year.
We got to go over the best. And by the way, I think one of the most controversial things is actually bracket or not. Listen, the 2022 G Fuel flavor bracket and powder will be up for debate. But before we do it into March Madness bracket, the flavor of the year is a little more controversial than you think.
Sure is interesting.
Mind you, not all of them have been released yet. So keep that in mind for next episode because we're going to have to start getting into the nitty gritty. And some people ain't going to like it, baby, but that's what we're here for. With that said, I am Relly. This is my handsome co-host. I got to get back to writing the books. If you actually want to freeze that frame, you got my notes. But guess what? If you know, you know. So I'm going to get back to hitting my novel and Teach. I don't know. Hit up the ladies. Stay handsome. Stream. All you got to do. But this is Relly, my handsome co-host Teach. This is a Monday night. Hoping that we started your week off right. Stay caffeinated, and we'll see you next week. Take it easy, y'all.